Hey everyone, quick question. Are you weighing up hiring a freelancer or bringing someone on full-time? It's one of those deceptively simple decisions that totally changes the way your business runs. On paper, it's just pay someone or hire someone, but once you add up all the hidden costs and the time sinks, the story gets way more interesting. Stick around, I'll walk you through the real trade-offs, and I'll also share a practical way to make either route less painful when it comes to content, a tool called Vizard that I've been using and that actually changes the game for creators and small teams. All right, let's start with the basics. Freelancers, they're flexible. You can pay hourly or per project, and you don't have the recurring overhead of benefits, PTO, retirement plans, and all that jazz. Platforms like Upwork and others give you instant access to a huge pool of talent, which saves crazy amounts of time on sourcing and vetting compared to the old-school recruiting treadmill. Need an editor for a week? Need a one-off expert on generative AI? Freelancer. It's fast and lean. Now employees. If you hire someone in-house, it's usually a salary-based relationship with a commitment to health insurance, retirement contributions, payroll taxes, workers' comp, and paid time off. That ongoing cost matters a lot, especially for startups and small businesses where margins are tight. Plus, there's the upfront cost: recruiting, interviewing, background checks, and onboarding. Then you've got HR compliance, paperwork, and the administrative friction that sticks around forever. In short, full-time staff bring stability and ownership. They also bring recurring overhead that's easy to underestimate. There are a bunch of hidden costs for full-time hires you should factor in. Recruitment alone can be expensive when you consider agency fees or the cost of an internal recruiter's time. Onboarding takes time away from your team. Training and ramp-up reduce productivity for a while. And don't forget payroll taxes, Social Security, Medicare, whatever country-specific rules apply, plus benefits and insurance. All those things pile up, and for small teams, a single hire can double the effective cost of a salary. Freelancers save on more than just salary. They usually come with their own equipment and tooling. They often require minimal onboarding, and many can hit the ground running. If you need niche expertise, say a skilled editor who knows how to get the most out of generative AI tools, Freelancers lets you plug that capability in only when you need it. Another big benefit, agility. When you're trying to scale content quickly or test multiple formats, having flexible freelance capacity is huge. Also, if you care about being cutting edge with AI, which, let's be real, you should, freelancers often adopt new tools faster. From what I've seen, a larger share of experienced freelancers report using advanced AI features professionally compared to the average full-time staffer. That doesn't mean employees can't get there, but freelancers who survive on repeat gigs tend to chase efficiency hard. That said, employees bring long-term continuity. For mission-critical roles where institutional knowledge and team cohesion matter, a full-time person is often the right call. They're invested in your company, aligned with long-term goals, and usually available for ad hoc needs without new contracts. Some work just needs that deep commitment. So how do you pick? It comes down to two questions. Do you value flexibility and lower overhead, or do you need stability and deep integration into your team? For many small businesses and creators, a hybrid approach makes sense. Core team members in-house and freelancers for bursts of high-skill work. Now let me bring this back to content creation because that's where the rubber meets the road for most creators and small brands. If you're producing long-form videos, interviews, podcasts, classes, editing, and turning those into short clips consistently is one of the most time-consuming things you do. Hiring a full-time editor might make sense if you're publishing every day and need total control. But that means salary, benefits, onboarding, and managing workload. Freelancers can do the job, but coordinating multiple freelancers, getting consistent output, and managing deadlines can become a logistical headache. This is exactly where Vizard steps in as a practical middle ground. Vizard is an AI-powered tool that automatically finds the best moments in your long videos and creates ready-to-post clips. Think of it as an ultra-efficient editor that doesn't sleep. It has three core things that actually make hybrid hiring models way easier. Auto-editing viral clips. It scans long videos, identifies attention-grabbing moments, and exports clips formatted for different platforms. So instead of paying an editor to comb through hours of footage, you get a batch of high-potential clips instantly. Auto-schedule. Set your posting rhythm and let the AI queue up content. That frees you from having to micromanage posting schedules or pay someone to be the social media scheduler. Content calendar. Manage, tweak, and publish clips across socials from one place. You don't need 5 different tools or a spreadsheet ingest nightmare. Here's the real UX benefit. Whether you use freelancers or in-house people, Vizard reduces the time drain. Freelancers can focus on creative decisions and polishing rather than basic clip finding and formatting. In-house hires can spend their energy on strategy and brand voice instead of repetitive editing tasks. That lowers cost and increases output. It's like getting the best of both worlds. Let's be honest about other tools out there. Some competitors are pricey subscription-only platforms that do one thing well. Maybe they export clips nicely but don't handle scheduling, or they offer scheduling but poor clip detection. Others are too DIY. They expect you to mark timestamps or manually chop footage, which ends up recreating the manual work you were trying to avoid. Then there are full-service agencies that are superb, but expensive and slow. Great if you have a huge budget, not great if you want speed and scale. Vizard's advantage is that it bundles intelligent clip discovery, cross-platform formatting, and scheduling into one workflow at a reasonable price. For creators and small teams who need volume and consistency without massive overhead, that's gold. Freelancers can be turned into high-output partners with Vizard doing the heavy lifting, and in-house teams can scale their output without hiring 2 to 3 more people. There are also legal and tax considerations to keep in mind. Freelancers are responsible for their own taxes in most places, which simplifies payroll, but doesn't remove the need for correct classification. Misclassifying someone can lead to big penalties, so make sure you understand local labor laws and consult an expert if needed. Employers, meanwhile, must handle payroll taxes, benefits, and compliance paperwork. That administrative overhead is another reason why tooling that automates content workflows matters. The less manual process you have, the less administrative friction and cost. A practical hiring tip: start with a short freelance engagement and build a process that lets you test fit and quality quickly. Use tools like Vizard to standardize outputs and make comparisons fair. If every freelancer submits clips in the same format, you can judge on content and creativity, not on who owns the templates. If you find someone consistently excellent, then consider converting them to a part-time or full-time role. That pipeline cuts recruiting costs and lowers risk. To recap, freelancers offer agility and lower recurring costs. Employees give stability and long-term alignment. Don't forget the hidden costs: benefits, taxes, onboarding, and overhead for employees, coordination and quality control for freelancers. Use a hybrid approach for best results and lean on smart tools to make either path more efficient. If you're a content creator or a small team, try layering Vizard into your workflow. It's not a magic wand that replaces talent, but it scales the routines that eat most of your time. Finding the highlights, formatting for platforms, and keeping your posting consistent. That means fewer hours wasted, faster iteration on creative ideas, and a much better return on whoever you hire, freelancer or employee. Want to keep optimizing how you hire and scale content? Hit subscribe, try Vizard out, and check the other videos for more practical tips on working with freelancers, building small teams, and squeezing the most out of your content pipeline. No spam, just tools and workflows that actually save time and money. Thanks for watching. Go make something great. Upbeat music.